Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue in our method book on the alto saxophone with line 9 duet dual. And as you can see, line 9 looks a little different. This is our first duet. Let me shrink this up a little bit so maybe you can see more of it. All right, so line 9, our first duet, we have an A bracketed to a B, and then we have a second A bracketed to a second B. The way this will work is that we will focus on the A line only in this video. So when you're playing a duet, you are assigned to one line, you're committed to that line. Don't go jumping around and play A then B, A then B, because that's not going to work out. What you are going to do is if you're starting with line A, you stay with line A. So let's go through and see what we have in line A. So starting, of course, with our treble clef, that defines the names of the lines and spaces. And measure 1 has 4 quarter notes. So we have D that we play 4 times, and they only get 1 beat each. Now, there's not a time signature, and I'm not sure why that wasn't included. But this is 4/4 time, and I know that because I have 4 quarter notes in one measure, and so I know that the top number is 4. And typically at this point, the bottom number would also be 4, and that is the value of the whole note. So here's our whole note. We have whole rests throughout, and if the whole note gets 4 counts, then we can figure out the value of the other notes. So half of a whole is a half, and half of 4 is 2. So when you take this whole note and you add a stem to it, that turns it into a half note. And the half note gets 2 beats if the whole note gets 4 beats. So then half of a half is a quarter, and half of 2 is 1. So we take the half note, color in the note head, that turns it into a quarter note, and that is going to get 1 beat. So for line A, we only have quarter notes here. Then we have a whole rest in the next measure, plenty of time to look ahead and find out that you play 4 quarter note Cs. That's on the third space. So your D, remember from our previous video, thumb on the octave key, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We play 4 of those. Then in the third measure, our C is just the second key pressed by the middle finger. We play 4 of those. Then we have measure 4. That's a rest, takes up the whole measure, plenty of time to scoot down here visually to the second line A. Don't you dare play B. Second line A, and we're back to 4 quarter note Ds, just like in the first line A. So we play those again. Then we have our whole rest, plenty of time to see that we have 4 quarter note Bs, just the first finger, play that 4 times, and then we end on a whole note C, just the middle finger. And then we have our final bar line that tells us we're done. No more to play for line A. So make sure you start up here, you play all the way through the first line A, 4 measures, and then skip down to the second line A and play those 4 measures. All right. I want to go ahead and sing through this. And I'll use my metronome and I will show you the fingerings because we're starting to get a little more complicated. My metronome is set at 76 beats per minute, and you can follow along or finger along, whichever you want to do, but this is to help you get ready to play with me. Here we go. 1, 2, let's sing. D, 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 D. Rest, look ahead, C. C, 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 C. Rest. Next line, A, D. D, 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 D. Rest. Now it's B on the third line. P, 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 C. And that is it. So now I'm going to go through and play line A. I hope you can play along. And when I was singing, I used the letter names because we don't have any sharps or flats yet. Eventually, we will, and that's going to make singing a little more complicated. So I have my metronome set at 76 beats per minute. I'm going to start each note with a t sound, tip of the tongue and tip of the reed, and I hope you can play along. This is line A. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Look ahead, it's C. Next line A, 4 Ds. And and that is it for line A of Duet Duel. I hope this was helpful. And after you learn line B, come back to this video, and while I'm playing line A, you play line B next time. I hope this is helpful, and we'll see you next time.